The name Seo Ye Ji carries a resonance that few can deny. Known for her magnetic screen presence, haunting charisma, and unparalleled ability to immerse herself into complex characters, she has long been considered one of South Korea's most intriguing actresses. Her career has been a mixture of brilliance, bold choices, and undeniable impact, shaping her reputation as a performer who is unafraid to dive into roles that demand emotional intensity and psychological depth. After a hiatus marked by both silence and speculation, she is stepping back into the limelight with a horror thriller that not only reignites her acting career, but also reinforces why she remains one of the most compelling figures in the Korean entertainment industry. The anticipation surrounding this return is electric, not only because fans have missed her, but because a horror thriller feels like the perfect genre for her. Dark, enigmatic, and emotionally charged, much like her signature style. Seo Ye Ji's
if you have
comeback
felt
is more
inspired
than
by her
just another
journey,
project.
if you have cried
It's a
watching When
moment
Life
of
Gives You
reckoning,
Tangerines,
a chapter
if you have
that
found yourself
symbolizes
replaying
resilience,
scenes just to
artistry,
capture the
and
subtle
reinvention.
flicker of emotion in
Over
her
the
eyes,
years, she
then
has
come
become
join
synonymous
us.
with daring
Subscribe
roles.
to Midnight in
From the
Seoul
troubled
and
yet
step into a
mesmerizing
community
Ko Moon
that
Young in
celebrates
It's
these
Okay
stories
to
the
Not
way
Be
they
Okay
deserve
to
to
her
be
earlier
celebrated,
projects that
with
showcase
passion,
her ability
with
to
insight,
oscillate between
and with love.
vulnerability and
Together,
dominance.
we'll
Her
relive the
range
greatest
is
moments of
breathtaking,
K-drama
her
history,
presence
explore the
unshakable,
rising
and
stars
her
who may be
ability to
tomorrow's
command
legends,
attention both
and
on
honor the
and off the
performances
screen
that remind
makes
us
her
why we
return
watch.
particularly
IU's
special.
win is more
For
than an
those who have
award.
followed her journey,
It is a reminder that
this moment
stories still
feels like
matter,
a triumphant
that
step,
artistry still
a
matters,
reminder that
and that
artistry
when life
can
gives us
rise
moments like
even
this,
after shadows
we
of
should
doubt.
savor them,
The
share
decision to
them,
return
and
with
let
a
them
horror
inspire
thriller
us to
is,
believe in beauty
in
again.
itself, an act
And
of
at
brilliance.
Midnight in Seoul, that is
Horror,
exactly
after
what
all,
we do.
is not merely about
So
screams
don't just
and
watch
scares.
from the sidelines.
It is a genre
Be
that
part of the
thrives on
story.
atmosphere,
Click subscribe,
psychological tension,
join our
and
family,
emotional truth.
and let's walk
Few
this journey
actors
together.
can embody that
Because the
tension
night
as
may fall,
effectively
but
as
the
Seo
light
Ye
of
Ji.
Korean drama
She has
will
a rare
always
gift
shine.
for making silence scream louder than words, for letting her eyes tell stories more terrifying than any special effect could achieve. Her return through this medium is not only strategic, but deeply fitting. It is a reassertion of her talent in a way that is bold yet natural. Horror thrillers, especially in the Korean entertainment industry, carry a unique weight. They are often layered with cultural symbolism, social critique, and emotional resonance that transcends simple genre boundaries. For Seo Ye Ji to position her comeback within this space means she is not simply returning. She is choosing to remind the audience of her strength in portraying complex emotions and fractured psyches. The very thought of her navigating haunted spaces, cursed realities, or psychological labyrinths is enough to stir shivers of excitement among her audience. The timing of her comeback could not be more significant. The Korean entertainment industry is currently thriving on the global stage, with K-dramas and Korean films captivating audiences across continents. Global streaming platforms have opened the door for actors like Seo Ye Ji to become household names beyond Asia. Her return with a project that already carries international appeal, thanks to the horror thriller genre's universal audience, positions her perfectly to not only reclaim her place in the Korean entertainment landscape, but also reassert her presence globally. Fans across the world who were introduced to her through It's Okay to Not Be Okay have been waiting to see her again. And this new project will undoubtedly remind them why she left such a lasting impression. One of the most fascinating aspects of Seo Ye Ji's artistry is her ability to humanize darkness. She has a natural ability to take characters who seem cold, broken, or intimidating and reveal layers of humanity within them. This skill will be particularly invaluable in her upcoming project. Horror, after all, works best when the audience cares for the characters at its center. Without empathy, fear has no impact. Seo Ye Ji, with her ability to balance vulnerability and intensity, ensures that viewers will not only be terrified by the horrors surrounding her character, but will also feel deeply connected to her journey. That connection will make every scream, every shadow, every psychological twist hit harder. It is also worth noting that Seo Ye Ji's comeback represents a larger cultural narrative about the resilience of women in the entertainment industry. In a world where public scrutiny can often overshadow talent, her return highlights the importance of focusing on artistry, on the stories that actors bring to life, and on the emotional journeys they allow audiences to experience. Her decision to come back with a role that demands strength, nuance, and fearlessness speaks volumes about her determination to define her career on her own terms. The announcement of her new project has already sent waves of excitement across social media platforms, with fans eagerly dissecting every detail, from the title of the project to the potential themes it may explore. Discussions are rife with speculation. Will it be a supernatural horror filled with ghosts and curses, or a psychological thriller that explores the dark recesses of the human mind? Whatever the specifics, one thing is certain. Seo Ye Ji's performance will be the beating heart of the story. She has the ability to anchor narratives, to turn even the most surreal or terrifying premise into something that feels grounded and emotionally authentic. Beyond the project itself, her return symbolizes the undying connection between artists and their audience. For years, fans have waited patiently, expressing both support and longing for her return. This comeback is not just for her career, but for the millions of people who believe in her, who find inspiration in her work, and who celebrate the emotional resonance she brings to her characters. The excitement is not only about seeing her on screen again, but about witnessing a talent they deeply admire reclaim her rightful space. As she steps into this horror thriller, Seo Ye Ji is doing more than just playing a role. She is making a statement that her artistry cannot be dimmed, that her voice as an actress will continue to echo, and that her place in the industry remains significant. Every frame she inhabits will carry not only the weight of the story, but also the unspoken dialogue between her and her audience. A dialogue of resilience, anticipation, and renewal. The magic of Seo Ye Ji lies in her unpredictability. Just when the audience thinks they understand her range, she surprises them with something new. This comeback is yet another opportunity for her to redefine what she can do, to push boundaries, and to explore facets of performance that only she can deliver. The horror thriller genre, with its demands for intensity, atmosphere, and emotional truth, will undoubtedly showcase her versatility in ways that could leave audiences haunted long after the credits roll. The significance of her return extends beyond her own career. It also contributes to the continuing evolution of K-drama and Korean cinema as global forces. Every successful project adds momentum to the international recognition of Korean storytelling, and Seo Ye Ji's comeback is poised to add to that momentum in a big way. Her name alone has the power to draw audiences, and when paired with a genre that has universal appeal, the result is bound to be a cultural moment. Her fans, both in Korea and abroad, know that Seo Ye Ji is more than just an actress. She is an experience. Watching her on screen is not passive, it is participatory. Audiences feel her emotions, get lost in her intensity, and walk away carrying pieces of her performance in their own hearts. This horror thriller will be no different. If anything, it will amplify those emotions, allowing her to explore fear, resilience, and survival in ways that will resonate on multiple levels. As the entertainment world awaits the release of her new project, one thing is certain. Seo Ye Ji's comeback is not just another headline. It is a moment of artistic revival, a celebration of resilience, and a reminder of why she remains one of the brightest stars of her generation. She is not simply stepping back into the limelight. She is reclaiming it with authority, grace, and unmatched intensity. This is not the return of just an actress. It is the return of a phenomenon, one whose presence will once again captivate screens, hearts, and imaginations. The excitement will only grow in the coming weeks as teasers, trailers, and promotional content begin to surface. With every glimpse, anticipation will build, and the collective heartbeat of her audience will quicken in expectation. Horror thrives on suspense, and so does her comeback. The world is waiting, holding its breath, eager to once again be pulled into the mesmerizing world that Seo Ye Ji creates every time she steps into a role. Her story is one of courage, artistry, and unyielding connection with her audience. The shadows of the past may have cast doubt, but as the lights dim and her new project takes shape, it becomes clear that Seo Ye Ji is ready to shine once again, brighter, bolder, and more captivating than ever before. Her comeback is not simply about returning to the screen. It is about reminding the world of the power of storytelling, the magic of performance, and the haunting beauty that only Seo Ye Ji can deliver. 12/26, September 27th, 2025 plus 234 903 345 7796. The buzz surrounding Seo Ye Ji's return has not only set the stage for her next big project, but has also reignited the passion of fans who have always admired her courage, artistry, and unique magnetism. There is something almost poetic about the timing of her comeback. Just when the industry seemed ready for a shift, she steps in with a genre that thrives on fear, suspense, and emotional truth. It feels like destiny, as though the universe itself knew that the world was ready once again to experience her presence. This comeback is not just a performance. It is a reminder of why she has always been more than just an actress. She is an enigma who draws us deeper into the art of storytelling. Her ability to weave tension with silence, to pierce through the screen with her eyes, and to create a magnetic pull with her every gesture makes her perfectly suited for the world of horror thrillers. Audiences will not simply watch Seo Ye Ji, they will feel her. They will walk into the haunted corridors with her, breathe in the suffocating air of dread, and feel the heartbeat of her character as though it were their own. That is her gift, her spellbinding power. This is why her comeback feels like more than an industry event. It feels like a cultural moment, one that fans and newcomers alike will remember for years. What makes this return so extraordinary is not just the story she will tell on screen, but the story her career itself represents. It is a story of resilience, of facing shadows and stepping back into the light with grace and determination. Her decision to embrace a horror thriller for her comeback echoes this resilience. Horror is about survival, about facing inner demons as much as external ones. And in many ways, Seo Ye Ji is embodying that very spirit, both as an actress and as an individual. This is why her fans, who have been patiently waiting, feel such a powerful emotional connection to this comeback. It's not just her fight on screen, it's their fight too. The world of Korean entertainment has always had a way of surprising audiences, but Seo Ye Ji's return feels like one of the most thrilling surprises of all. As the trailers and teasers begin to roll out, the anticipation will only grow louder, echoing across social media platforms, fan forums, and international communities. The conversations are already building, the hashtags are spreading, and the excitement is tangible. When the premiere finally arrives, it will not just be a drama release. It will be an event, a collective celebration of artistry and survival. And this is where the heart of the story lies, the audience. Without you, the fans who have cheered, supported, and believed, this comeback would not carry the same weight. Seo Ye Ji's return is a triumph not only for her, but for every person who stood by her, who refused to let her light be dimmed, and who believed in her capacity to rise again. Together, you are part of this journey, part of this new chapter, part of this hauntingly beautiful story. If you are reading this, then you already feel the anticipation, the thrill, and the connection. You are part of the community that knows the true meaning of Seo Ye Ji's return. And that is why I want to invite you into a space where that passion, excitement, and love for K-drama lives and grows every single day. Midnight in Seoul. At Midnight in Seoul, we celebrate the stars who bring magic to the screen, the stories that leave us breathless, and the moments that make us fall in love with Korean entertainment over and over again. This is more than a channel. It is a gathering place for every fan who knows that K-drama is not just something we watch. It's something we live, feel, and carry with us. From the latest comebacks like Seo Ye Ji's, to deep dives into iconic classics, to the heart-stirring news that keeps you connected, Midnight in Seoul is your home for everything that matters in the world of K-entertainment. If Seo Ye Ji's comeback excites you, then you won't want to miss what we have in store. Together, we'll unravel every detail of her new project, explore the themes that make it powerful, and celebrate the artistry that only she can deliver. And beyond her, We'll continue to spotlight the actors, dramas, and stories that keep our hearts racing and our imaginations alive. So here's my call to you. Join us. Become part of the Midnight in Seoul family. Subscribe, stay connected, and share the journey with fellow fans who understand the magic of K-drama as deeply as you do. Seo Ye Ji is stepping back into the limelight, and this is your chance to step right alongside her, to witness the unfolding of a new chapter, and to be part of the community that celebrates every heartbeat of Korean entertainment. The night is young, the stars are shining, and the stage is set. Seo Ye Ji is back, and the world is ready. Don't just watch from the sidelines, be part of the story. Join Midnight in Seoul today, and let's experience this thrilling comeback together.